Welcome to another edition of Ed Talks. I'm Ed. With me today, I have some of our participants in our youth program, specifically Youth Day and Youth Tour. And I want to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. And then from there, maybe we can hear a little bit about your experiences and the things that you've done with Youth Day and Youth Tour. So why don't we start with you?
I'm Ruby Johnston. I go to Black River. I live right here in Spencer.
I'm Abriella Schnell. I go to Keystone High School, and I live in LaGrange.
My name is Gabrielle Bright. I also go to Black River High School, and I live in Homerville.
Great. Well, thank you guys for coming in. It's always good to get to hear back from some of our alums, people who have participated in these programs. And in particular, what I'd like you to talk about are the things that you did and saw, what that meant to you, and then whether you think that would be something valuable for someone else to maybe do. So we started intros here. Why don't we start on that end and go backwards this time? What do you think about your experience? Can tell people what you did and what you saw.
So I had a wonderful experience. I really love how they did, the way they did room assignments, how we were with different people every time to kind of get to know everybody else in the group. And I loved getting to see so many things in DC. I really think that if you were on any other trip with a school or another group, you would not get to see nearly as much as we did. We had a very tight schedule, but we got to see so many cool things. And I would 100% go back and do it all over again. And it is so worth applying.
Tell me about one of those things that you saw that you really thought was very impactful to you.
So my favorite part in particular was the National Holocaust Museum.
Yeah.
I have always been super interested in the Holocaust, and I've done a lot of research about it. So to see all of the actual evidence and all of the exhibits that they have there was very impactful for me. Along with seeing our government buildings, seeing those in person was wow, this is actually gigantic.
Yeah.
And it's just it's a very humbling experience, but it was so cool and very special.
So believe it or not, I went on youth tour as a chaperone quite a few years back, but I did go in 2012 and took a group of kids there. And my favorite is the Holocaust Museum as well. And I think it was because of this, I don't know how to describe it except for say shoe room.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The shoe room?
Mm-hmm.
So you walk through and it's just filled with all the shoes from the Holocaust victims, and the smell of the leather, the sights, the way it is, just brings it really home to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I completely empathize with you on how impactful that is. What about you? Tell us about your experience.
I would say, honestly, thinking about what my favorite part of Youth Tour is, I wasn't even able to find something that was my favorite experience. I definitely would say going on the riverboat cruise was one of my favorite experiences because it was so nice being able to talk and meet up with people from every state. And just being able to see them and kind of converse with them and have fun on the dance floor and whatnot. And I liked just being able to see all the different sites that we were able to see every day. It was a new thing every day, and it was so awesome. I really liked watching the play. That was probably one of my favorite parts. And also I loved going to the Library of Congress. I think that it's beautiful. The building and the structure is absolutely beautiful. It's astounding.
Getting to see some of our actual founding documents live that you read about, but getting to see them in person is just a whole other experience.
Yeah, it was amazing being able to see honestly, how many different people kind of came together to form our nation today. And it's awesome being able to see how we cooperated and became, America.
Yeah. Well, we're down to you. What was your experience?
Well, there were a plethora of things I enjoyed, like the Flight 93 Memorial, the Holocaust Museum, but I think I enjoyed the architecture the most, just to try and fathom that human hands created that, and that it was beautiful, the paints, the pillars, all of it. The walls were high, there were giant domes. I felt minuscule and tiny compared to them, but it was gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't feel small often. I'm 6'5", but boy, I sure do there. When you're sitting in the Capitol and looking up, it's amazing. So, yeah, I'm just so appreciative, first off, that you guys went, and to our members that they were able to help you guys be able to go. As you know, this is a cooperative specific program. So when you're on the trip, were there any instances where you were exposed to our cooperative business model, or really talked about that, or helped bring that home, how you connect it back here with what you were doing there? Anybody?
I would say, like I said, with just being able to see how we cooperated together to form our nation, it kind of showed me how we all unified to kind of create our cooperative electric cooperatives, and how we are from, states all over the country, and how we group together from our tiny rural areas to make electric affordable and available for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, so if you had to talk to someone right now that was thinking about applying, right, and wanted to go, what would you tell them? What do you think?
I tell them that the people you meet, the places you see, everything you experience is so impactful. And it's just a week, but it feels like the people you met there, you've known a lifetime. That I don't know why you would ever pass up that experience. I mean, the trip was free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you really had nothing to lose by applying, and it might seem daunting, like filling out the application, writing your essay, kind of going through all the steps, but it's so worth it. And it seems like, it's this very long time that you have where you don't know anybody, you're not sure where you're going, you don't know what you're doing, but by the end of the week you are sad to go home.
I agree. I feel like immediately when I first was dropped off and I got on the bus, just seeing everyone and just seeing how everyone was just already becoming friends just made me so much more comfortable. And I loved how we were able to all experience it, firsthand together.
Right.
With people from all over the state, and even seeing other states and being able to talk to them as well.
It's always funny to me when I see kids getting on the bus, they're hugging their parents and looking a little bit uncertain, and getting off the bus, they're crying the other direction and hugging the people they're with, and just almost distraught that they're losing their best friend after just a week, because that's how impactful it is to relationships. So if you had to go back to DC, or just got to go back to DC, what would you want to go do that you went to that you really want to spend more time in, and you'd want to go do again? What do you think?
Well, I think I'd go back to the United States Holocaust Museum, because we only had a couple hours to see it, and there was so much there. It was so much that the last exhibit I had to rush through. I couldn't see everything. And it was just so beautiful, not beautiful, but beautifully put together, if you will, and it was somber, and it's just something I would like to see so I could read the captions and really know more about it.
I agree. Definitely the Holocaust Museum along with Arlington National Cemetery. I think being able to, we were on a tram going through there, and we did get to see the changing of the guards, but I would have loved to kind of really go more in depth and be able to go through and see all of the soldiers who have lost their lives, and be able to really just take my time and kind of see everything and just see the whole cemetery, because it's huge and it's beautiful.
Yeah. Again, thank you guys so much for coming and talking to me today for just a few minutes. We didn't want to keep you long, so just wanted to hear from you and your experiences, so that maybe when we put this out there, others that are looking at it will give this consideration, because it's really a trip of a lifetime. You may not ever get an opportunity like this, especially all expenses paid for that entire time period, and getting to go to things that sometimes other people can't even go to as a general public. So I really want to encourage those out there, if you're really thinking about this, apply, because it's going to change your life if you get to go. Any final thoughts from any of you? Anything you'd like to say?
Well, definitely thank you so much for being able to, just go. Having this opportunity was it was fantastic, and I definitely am so glad that I applied. I actually was recommended to apply by my friend Danica, who went last year, And she told me that, I mean, exactly what you said. It's a trip of a lifetime, and to definitely just take the chance. And I agree. It really is a trip of a lifetime.
Yeah. And thank you to the co-op for, funding our trip. It was truly amazing and definitely not something that very many people get to do. Go to all of those places and not have to pay a thing. It was incredible.
Great. Well, thank you so much, and we'll talk to you next time.